Going on, everybody? I'm last situation. I've been debating on making Destiny videos for a while now, and I figure if the game is in a weird spot, I figure why not just go ahead and do it because if it goes down, oh well. So, I was gonna maybe do this when all the layoffs were going off because I was like, wow, easy, easy views, easy clicks, probably. But I was like, let's just let that just go because everyone's got their thoughts and don't know everything. And we know a lot of information, but we need more. But so that could be a different time when maybe more information comes out. So that's kind of why I wanted to just maybe start making videos on Destiny because it is a game I've been playing for at least. I mean, I played since the alpha of D1, so and took a small break in between, right before Forsaken came out. So um, I've been playing this game for a very long time, and I'm in kind of the same spot as a lot of people are. We're just kind of unsure what's kind of going on, but anyway, intro out of the way of why I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to talk about the recent post from the Destiny team regarding the AFK ban. So, pretty much, this any kind of video I do is going to be basically Destiny from a nobody point of view because I'm not a big streamer, I'm not a big YouTube personality. It would be cool to be that. Um, Maybe someday if I keep plugging along. Um, but basically, this is just all of my videos are gonna be pretty much be Destiny from a nobody. So some of you haven't heard of. So essentially, this is what a lot of people are talking about. Obviously, um, I'm I'll be late to a lot of these because I do have like a full-time job and a family as well. So I figure just let's just try this. So this is what a lot of people are talking about right now is this banning with AFK macro, whatever you want to call it, farming. Obviously, AFK farming has been in Destiny for as long as I can remember, and it was mainly used for XP stuff. And then you know, someone figured out how to do the um, make a macro to get a bunch of legendary shards and enhancement cores and all that fun stuff. So, but anyway, so this is now a hot topic, and it's just unfortunate because it seems like Destiny and Bungie is dropping a lot of stuff that maybe could have waited until the game was in a better spot. Um, that's the biggest kind of thing I'm seeing floating around is why did this take so long to, you know, come out? Why didn't they just do this from the start like a lot of other, you know, quote unquote MMO games? Well, no one will know, but it is kind of interesting that they are just now getting into it. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of it has to do with the Zur change with the exotic class items, but um, it is just kind of head scratching as to why they are implementing it now. And so uh, I know people in the past that have done AFK farms for just XP reasons, you know, mainly the one that I always hear because I'm always in a different position than what the big streamers are and all that stuff, um, and it's always like, oh, there's not enough time for me to play a bunch and get the XP and get the artifacts and get all the things I want the season pass done. So this is my way to get it done fast, and I totally can understand that perspective because I currently also have a full-time job and a family, and it is tough to like break away and do all that. And so it is unfortunate for those people that don't have time, and unfortunately those people will probably put Destiny down and spend less time with it. There's also obviously, like I said, the stuff with Azure coming out, how he will be offering the exotic class item, and I think it's Bungie's. They're cracking down on this now because to get strange coins, you do like different like events, like the Vanguard, Crucible, all that stuff. So Grand Vanguard playlist, Crucible playlist. So I think they're trying to make it so people can't AFK farm strange coins by just being in a strike or whatever and just letting it run overnight and just load into strike over and over and over and all that nonsense. But um, I'm not. I'm not too sure why. Other than that, that they want to make sure that they get a crack on like the strange coins, like make sure that no one gets too many like things in the past, like the um, legendary shards. How people had oodles and oodles of those, but um, I mean, I can see the pros and cons of why they would have this. Obviously, pros being people don't get a leg up that you know maybe don't have a PC or anything like that to do an AFK. I know you can do it on console, and it takes a little bit more stuff to do that, but um, just obviously another pro would be that there's a lot of people that they could hold on to, like, oh, we just look the other way because like I said, a bunch of other games would ban you on pretty much the spot once they detect you doing any kind of like AFK stuff, to get an upper hand. But Bungie Destiny kind of looked the other way for a little bit, and it was kind of cool, I guess. But um, so con obviously is maybe people finally say, nope, I'm done with Destiny. Uh, AFK was my last thing to like get me through like the tough stuff, and then I can just have fun and mess around when I do get free time. I see that, and then also just it's the timing of it just kind of stinks, man. Um, I did. I was able to see Paul Tassie's video, and he made a good point about just they need to not focus on all of these little nuancy type stuff and balancing and making things so that they're fair and all that stuff. Like maybe right now they just focus on the just keeping the game fun so they can retain as many people as possible. So I do wonder if the executives at Bungie are, even though they say they're listening to the players, are they really listening to the players? Because it just kind of seems kind of funny. I never did the Pale Heart AFK farming, but I can see why people went to it because the drop rates were really bad, and then they made them kind of worse, and then it just wasn't working. Um, and so it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. Like I don't understand. I'm not big on nerfs and stuff like that. I would much rather them try to focus on buffing other things to the levels of the things that are kind of doing a little better. For example, like Prismatic Hunter. Um, I feel like if they buffed the other classes to match what Prismatic Hunter kind of does, then the game would be in a lot better, more fun state. So I don't really know their thought process on this. And then also to kind of like, you know, tag on to that, they're the good thing is at least they're working on this attunement, to be able to maybe get what you want for your exotic class item. I know Zer is going to start showing up with exotic class items, but from what I read and heard, it's only for the first week, and then it kind of goes random, like all of his other ones. So I don't know if they thought like, oh, we're gonna buff the things you can get to the exotic class items, but it's only for about the first week. So I don't know. I I'm not a game developer. I don't work at Bungie, and I don't know what they could do to buff it, but one of the things that kind of sticks out to me is maybe they just leave the double drops that you get from Dual Destiny. I've seen it float around of like, oh, let's make it so you you know maybe like once every couple months or something like that. They just make it so you can get double drops every run that you do of Dual Destiny. Because right now the farming of chests is not that fun. So that's just kind of unfortunate. So like I said, that all ties back into the AFK stuff. Why people were doing it, because it was really difficult to get a chest. It was really kind of heartbreaking to get it, you know, go 20, 30 minutes, maybe even longer if you had really bad luck. Like some of my buddies that I play with. But it's it's just not good. That it's such a pain in the butt. And then we can go into the whole drama of, well, it shouldn't even be behind a co-op mode anyways to get your first class item anyways. And on that, I I am totally okay with it being behind a mission. I know that's not what people want to hear, but the mission is not hard. I do enjoy it. I think it's a very fun mission. I would gladly help anybody, try to beat it that is looking for doing it. I've done, carries in the past with like dungeons and stuff like that. So um, I'm always trying to help out some people when I can. Uh, so that's a whole nother thing that we can get into. Maybe that can be another just kind of rant video of why I think the exotic class items being behind a mission is fine, that you have to have another person for. I mean, we can go into that, but I just think that for now, what they need to do is they need to maybe lay off all these like finesse type updates of, oh, we're gonna ban somebody, or oh, we're gonna change this, or oh, we're gonna make it so, you know uh, something silly that doesn't have any positives to, like, bring people to the game or keep them invested in the game because of the unfortunate layoffs and just the weird timing of some of these updates and these things that are kind of bugging the game out. But not to mention the name changes. Uh, but yeah, I think they just need to make Destiny fun. Try to just make it fun. Maybe even, I don't know, bring back funny weapons for a little bit where you could just craft whatever you want for a minute, and maybe they just go turn the and look the other way for a little bit while people kind of have fun again, just melt things like they did for a little bit, or they just maybe let it so you can do 12-man raids or something like that, like they did in the past. I don't know, something, they gotta make something fun, because these little updates and stuff like that to ban people for AFK farming is not good. It doesn't really do much but just put a bad taste in people's mouths. So the good thing is that no one will be banned. Um, that's done AFKs in the past. It's just kind of going forward, and it looks like the AFK bots that hold checkpoints are gonna be unaffected, and so that's good. At least those won't be touched. But it's just a weird it's just a weird time, man. But I kind of rambled on enough. Obviously, I hope to get better at these, and maybe if you want some help on something, you can always reach out to me, and uh, or even just want to try to help me get to become more prevalent in the Destiny universe. That'd be kind of cool, because it would be kind of fun to just be able to do this for a while. But I do thank you for taking the time to listen to my little rant, even though it was kind of all over the place. But I should hopefully get better. Maybe I'll come up with scripts. I kind of did this one off the cuff, but um, yeah, this has just been Destiny from a nobody. I'll check you later. It's called art, Margaret.